All right, wanted to do a quick video. Um, these are some games I've done that I've picked up and haven't done videos on. So it's gonna be a lot of all over. You're gonna have some Switch, your PS4, PS2, PS3, PS5. So it's a little bit of everything. So pretty much I'm gonna go into the games I'm currently playing first, and I'll go into my pickups. Games I'm currently playing. First game is Banishers. Great game. Been talking about this in my last few videos. Got to jump back on it. Been kind of busy with work and whatnot in life, and got to finish this game up. Great game. It's like a RPG slash horror type um, game. It's pretty cool. It deals with these banishers. They banish evil spirits and ascend good spirits, pretty much. So you're dealing with that, and you're dealing with also an issue with the main character, Auntie, Auntie and Red, Antia and Red. They're both banishers. Antia, they both lovers as well. This takes place back in the 15 and 1600s, if I'm not mistaken, 1600s in New Eden. So it's like the northeastern part of America, roughly when people started coming over here on ships and whatnot, exploring the land of New England and all those places. So you're dealing with that type of mindset, far as Indian, Native Americans that are around, blacks who were in slavery. Some were free as well. But it's a pretty cool game that deals with these banishers who do these deeds, and incident happens to them when they're called over from uh, pretty much they're called over, and Tia, her friend Charles, called them to New Eden, um, speaking on this strong spiritual entity that is there, and he needs help with. So they get there, and then something happens. I don't want to ruin the story. I want you to pick it up. It's a very cool game. I highly recommend it. Great game. Pick it up if you haven't. Very cool game. And I've been streaming it as well, so you can check out my channel to check a little bit of video of it if you want to go a little bit more in detail. I think this is a very slept-on game that doesn't get enough praise. Next game is a shoot 'em up. If you like shoot 'em ups, you'll love this game. It's a hard game. Very hard game. Not gonna lie about it. This game here is a game that Konami, everybody knows Konami, Metal Gear Solid, and those games. They put out this new shoot 'em up, and the name of the game is Signia All Guns Blazing. This game here is a shoot 'em up style game with a new look to it. So pretty much, as you see here, you're joining Abby in her mission to defend Signia Prime from a relentless alien onslaught and a truly next-gen shoot 'em up. So in this game, as you see, playing as Ava, and you, as it says, you're playing, you're trying to kill all these alien ships and individuals in the game. It's a very cool game. You start off, you dropped off into this area, and you're just shooting all these aliens and whatnot up. It's a very cool shoot 'em up. The graphics are cool. I really like the graphics. It's a hard game. Hard game. Shoot 'em ups usually hard anyway. This is a hard game. I heard once you start learning the technique, which I did as well. I gotta jump back on it. I played it like once, no, maybe twice, but it's the same day. So once really. Even the more you play, the more you learn, and it's a very cool shoot 'em up that I like. Very hard. It balances your shield between your shooting power, which I like that concept. So you can switch all. It's like a gear type thing. You pushing different buttons to gear yourself to all shooting power when your shield becomes low and you're easy to kill, or you can switch to shield and your shooting power is not as strong. It's a very cool game. I like the concept of it. You get to upgrade once you beat that first level, but I've heard through from everybody that first level is the hardest level. Very cool game. Um, Pick it up if you haven't. I think this is going to be very sought after in the future, just as well as Banishers before. These are games that fly somewhat under the radar, and pick it up. Very cool game. Not the price is not too crazy. Signia all guns blazing. Next game. This game here. It's a very cool game. I got it for the Switch. I think it's for PS4 as well. But let's go into it. That game is Dead School. So in this game, it's a 2.5D zombie brawler, beat 'em up. So in this game, you're it's like pretty much like, and it also has some Metrovania in it as well. It's like a Metrovania brawler, yeah, and zombie brawler. Pretty much in this game, the apocalypse has happened. It's like this virus has mutated Earth pretty much, and people that survive are pretty much it takes place, I guess, in Japan, somewhat in Japan, and all the humans are in tunnels under the surface. So, and the people up top have mutated because of this certain virus and whatnot. So, in this game, you're playing as Hisako. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. She lives in this underground tunnel and whatnot where a lot of individuals stay, and pretty much she yearns to have a normal life, far as going to school, having real friendships and all that. But by wanting that, she's going against all these creatures and trying to create that lifestyle or that mindset. So she's killing all these individuals above the tunnels on Earth, on on the main part of Earth, above ground, and she's trying to kill all these zombies and mutated individuals and mutated monsters. And in this game as well, it has the tear clothes mechanic. Um, the more sheets damage she takes, clothes tear or whatever like that. But this is a pretty cool game, as far as a Metrovania and it's that zombie style. You can use swords. I think you use guns as well. It's a very cool concept game. Kind of show you a little bit how it looks. It's a 2.5D game. As you can see, try to let you kind of focus a little bit on it. And you meet individuals as well. So you're pretty much upgrading your stuff. You're saving individuals and you're doing missions after saving these individuals that upgrades your stats, your stamina, stuff like that. It's a pretty cool game. I got it for cheap. A lot of these games that I'm gonna show, if they're like mostly Japanese and whatnot or Asian, I got them during the sale that the PlayAsia had. So pick that up. Cool game. Dead or School. Let me keep going because I got a lot of games. Next game. The next game is a game that originally came out on the Xbox, original Xbox, and they brought it back in the HD form. And that game is Enclave HD. So pretty much in this game, one game, two sides. So begin your campaign as a soldier of light, defending the Selenheim from forces of darkness and horde demon king Vatar. Change sides and complete an alternative campaign as a minion of dark tasks. With infiltrating and destroying the enclave you sought to protect. 12 different classes and multiple weapon options create great replayability. as you descend dungeons, complete missions, and vanquish your enemies. So pretty much you can play light or dark side. I heard you can play the dark side earlier if you have the code that worked on the actual Xbox. Um, so it's a pretty cool game. It's a it's a third person action RPG game that has a lot of like you almost like it with a lot of let's say mages and orcs and stuff like that. So pretty much you playing through this game either light or the dark side. You're in these magical lands with light and dark, like I said before. Um, Pretty much it's an old school Xbox game that has been brought back to life, and you see it here on the Switch. You slay monsters, upgrade equipment. Like I said, orcs and mages. Pretty cool game. Um, if you're into that type, it's a throwback. A lot of people remember this game. Glad I was able to pick it up for the Switch. Next game, next game. I got this game already, but this is a different version. And this version is Mario 8 Deluxe with the downloadable content. This edition, I had bought it overseas, and this is the most current edition. It has all the content on the actual cartridge. So you have not just, most of them have 1 through 5, and you have to download 6. See, this one is the special bundle, comes with 1 through 6 DLC on the cart. So the actual content is on the cart, not no download code, none of that. As you can see here, um, it says downloadable content, but it's actually on the cartridge. Um, you have to buy this. I don't know if they sell it over here. I bought this over there in Japan, and all the content is on it. I follow this person that speaks on it, and I wanted this game with all the content on it. And I was able to get it. Glad to add this. You know, Mario Kart, it's a kart racer game, and you have all the content on the cartridge. So pick this up if you can. If you like um, real content and everything on it, you know, everything on this. I love games like that. I try to get them if I can. This is the game you need to pick up. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the content on the disc. All right. Next game is a PS4 game that I was able to get. It's a VR game. I don't even have VR, but I picked it up just to have it. I think this game probably will be sought after probably in the future. And I wanted to just have it. Possibly you may get a VR in the future. That is a Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, which also includes Psychonaut, the original first one. But the code's already expired and whatnot. It had the first. If you originally got this when it first came out, you would get a free download of the original Psychonauts, they should have just had this on the disc, you know. But it's cheap and whatnot. So, let me pause it for a second. I'll be right back. Check on this food. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I got a lot of games to go through. So, in the Rhombus, pretty much this game is a VR of the actual Psychonauts game. If you know Psychonauts, you know the style of gameplay it has. Pretty much is bridging the gap between 1 and 2. This game is like 2 hours, 2 hour gameplay. It's real cartoony and creepy, as you know how the Psychonauts games are. Pretty cool game that you play as Raz and other crew members as well. Very cool game to pick up. If you love Psychonauts, something to jump in. That's not gonna take a lot of time. You can play, jump in, jump out, and have fun. If you love VR, you love Psychonauts, pick this game up. Very cool game to pick up. All right, next game. This next game, I've been wanting this game for a long time. Just looking for a good price. I've been looking at it, hoping it go down, hoping I can get it at a good price, but it's been holding steady. I got it for pretty good, but this game is very hard to get. The reason behind it, it's a great game and it's a limited run game. One of their earliest things in that game is time spinner. Pretty much, let's look at the back of it. Travel back in time to change fate itself. With her family murdered in front of her, the ancient time spinner device destroyed. Lunasa is suddenly transported into an unknown world, stranded with seemingly no hope of return. Using her power to control time, Lunasa vows to take her revenge on the evil Lycum Empire. But sometimes the course of history isn't quite as black and white as it seems. So pretty much in this game, like you said, like it says, your family is murdered in front of you, and you come from this ancient uh family that you can stop time and whatnot to your advantage, and it's used into this game. As you can see here, you stop and evade enemies or use enemies by freezing the time pretty much. um and the further you get in this game, the stronger you get with your time spells and other things as well. um it's a Metrovania game. Um, that's a Metrovania action adventure game that looked very good. I heard it has a great soundtrack as well. I heard it's a very cool game to play. I'm glad I'm able to get this game. The game price never decreases, only increases. Because I heard so many good things about it. Glad I'm able to add this to the collection, and it's a pretty cool game. So let me keep moving. I don't want to do too many games, so I might do a few more because I gotta check on this food and get it ready. All right, next game. Next game. This is an older game that they brought back out. Pretty much it's a throwback to these old um how could I say, these first person shooters. It kind of um you'll let's go into it. Dusk. All right. So pretty much in this game, as you can see in the bag, battle through an onslaught of mystical black water cultists, possess militants, and even darkened forces. As you attempt to discover what lurks beneath the earth in this retro first-person shooter FPS. So pretty much in this game, it reminds you of Quake, those Quake games, or the Doom games. If you're into those type games, you'll love this game. It's a throwback to those first-person shooters. Very cool game. Glad I was able to add this to the collection. As you can see here, you have these funny-looking individuals. Like I said before, you're fighting the coldest and other things. Um, and it looked pretty cool. I've been into these first person shooters for a long time, and I wanted to pick this up, and it's a great game. Next game. This game, I had my eye on this game for a while. I wanted to get the PS4 edition of this game. The price has been pretty steady with this game. Either stays the same or increases. I was able to get it for a good price, the PS4 edition. And that game is Monochrome Mobius, Rights the Wrong Forgotten, with that upgrade. So that's why I wanted it. It has the PS5 upgrade. So I always like getting games like that. Pretty much is dealing with the entry in the onto was it onto I can't even pronounce it. Mono series is a series that deals with pretty much like how would I say these type games? Like these narrative type games. That's what this series comes from, but this game plays as a RPG though. As you can see, one day you will be sung of in Legends. Standalone entry, the Ultimate Mario series follows protagonist Oshtar, who lives a quiet life with his mother and young sister. However, his once familiar world is shattered when he meets a mysterious young lady named Shuna, who claims his deceased father is still alive. Join a Oshtar to journey to discover the truth surrounding the fate of his father. So pretty much as you seen there, you thought your father was dead. You meet this lady who says your father's not dead, so you find her and you follow her and you go to this place and see if it's true or not. Um, so pretty much in this game, it it I don't know. It just by the looks of it, it looked really good. It looked pretty cool RPG that I love RPGs and it looked like it had a great story with it. I always heard these games have great stories. Like the Otomoro series is like visual novel games, but this is an actual RPG with RPG elements in it, and I'm glad to able to add that to the collection. Um, next game, we can go through a few more. Next game is a rhythm type RPG game. It's a weird game. It's the Metronomicon Slay the Dance Floor. So pretty much in this game, it's a rhythm style game. Let's see the back of it as well. It's a rhythm game. That's a RPG. It's a weird combination. So it's a fourth person battle system that it's a RPG like element to it. So you're doing this rhythm type game. You gotta, rhythm games. You pushing certain buttons at certain times. Oops, super closing stuff. Pushing certain buttons at certain moments, and when you do it, the more you hit in the correct order, the better tier move set you can use. So it has that rhythm that you want to be good as far as pushing the buttons, but by doing that, it makes your tier of RPG usage better. So you can go between your characters and use RPG movements because of your rhythm movement. So it's a very cool game. It deals with these individuals who graduate school or graduate college and discovers a evil gang um, is taking over pretty much, and they're given this book, the Metronomicon book, and they use this book to pretty much beat these individuals. And it has different type of music, rock, EDM, all type of music in this game if you're into that. Very cool game, different, and I wanted to pick it up. Next game. I've been wanting this game for a while. I wanted to get an English copy. It's so expensive, but I was able to get it from a cheaper price overseas. And that game is Young Souls. Pretty much. Let's look at the back. Not gonna be able to stand it, but just so you can see how it looks. So pretty much, Young Souls. This game is a scrolling beat 'em up action RPG. So I always liked the look of a game. It's a side scroll, it's a RPG, a beat 'em up. So I'm very interested in that game. So pretty much in this game, um, you are a pretty much a society of goblins. Underground goblins are gearing up for the next war. So pretty much in this game, war against humans. So in this game, your caretaker, your foster dad disappears, and you go to his pretty much to his lab or whatever, and you find a hidden elevator, and it leads you down into these to this room where you discover these hidden drawings and documents that lets you know about this orcs and whatnot, what you never knew about, that they're planning to come above ground and pretty much kill humans. So you're playing to save your stepfather, and do thing, pretty much do away with these orcs. Let me go check on his food real quick. Pause. So I'm back. So you're pretty much fighting these orcs and these creatures, and trying to look for your stepfather, and it goes further. You have to play to find out about more into this game, but it looked pretty cool, and I think it's a very good game, and that is Young Souls. All right, next game. This is probably gonna be the last one I can do for this video because it's getting pretty long. The next game is Liberated. Always liked how this game looked. The look of the game, I don't know if they show a little bit back here. As you can see, has that dark comic book look style, far as how it looks. It has the look of a comic book, but the gameplay is an action shooter. So pretty much in this game, it takes place in 2024, where the government is heavy monitoring individuals. So they're heavily monitoring individuals. So anything you say out of the ordinary, or do, or say or do, they monitor you. You either can get either fined, in prison, or taken out. So in this world, it's like you can't really say too much. You can't say nothing. You're either going to be locked up, jailed, or maybe taken out. So in this game, the Liberated, that you're playing as, they are a group of individuals who are against that. So they pretty much are killing to stop this, pretty much trying to liberate the world from these individuals who these government individuals who are telling them what to do and how to act and all that. So like a very cool game. I like it was almost like a graphic comic look to it, and it's a shooter, so you're going through these games shooting these individuals and progressing, which looked very cool. Glad I was able to pick this game up. So that's gonna be it for these videos. Like, subscribe, follow. I stream, I do pickups, I do all type of things. Leave a comment. I usually respond back. You could like I said, you could dislike, it don't matter to me as long as you commenting. But I do pickups, as I said, and I also stream from time to time when I have the time. But this is gonna be it for this video. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching the video. This is gonna be it.